Hello everyone, this is a Geo upgrade demo. Today we're going to upgrade our Geo HA installation from 12.35 to the latest 12.4 package, which is 12.41, which is also the latest version of GitLab at the time of recording. So I'm going to walk you through all of those steps. Let me share my screen. Super. Okay, so I went through the flight checklist. I don't think there's any Postgres upgrade from 12.3 to 12.4. I didn't see any upgrade warnings. The cluster, if we look at it, is healthy. So we are on 12.35 on the primary and 12.35 on the secondary. So everything seems to be working well. I've joined the Zoom meeting and I'm going to look at the latest documentation, which is this one here. And I'm going to start at the top as usual. So the first thing is I'm going to check if the skip auto reconfigure file is actually present on all nodes. So this is the setup. The application servers on the primary is on the left, the secondary is on the right. App server 1 to Postgres, Redis, Gitly, same on the right side. So I'm just going to check if this file is present everywhere. And I checked for the last time as well, but we are going to be thorough. We're going to do everything as demanded. Okay, so the skip auto reconfigure is present everywhere on all nodes, both on the primary and the secondary. But this is now primary for the primary upgrade. Okay, so we need to designate a deploy node as well. Here it can be any node, so we are going to choose the application server 1 as the deploy node. So auto migrate false should be set in GitLab RB everywhere, but not on the deploy node. So I'm just going to quickly go in here and check. Yeah, so this is commented out, so this is good. And then, yeah, perfect. It should be set to false. This is the case here. Oops. Same here, so that's good. Same here. And same here. Okay, so this is true. We are just going to reconfigure all nodes, but actually I have one thing that I want to also check. We also want to not upgrade Postgres. And I don't believe there is an upgrade, but I just want to check that the relevant file is also present to skip that. So yes, this is present here, present here, present here. Okay, that's perfect. So on every node that is not the deploy node, we should also do a reconfigure to ensure that they're running the latest code. So I'm going to do this here, 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 here. And then I am actually, in the meantime, checking on the secondary or if the Postgres upgrades are also disabled for good measure. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, here, chef finished. So reconfigure succeeded. Yes, succeeded everywhere. So that's great. So we can move on. Okay, so we've done this, we've done this. Now on the primary cluster, the deploy node, application server 1, we're just going to update the packages. And I'm actually just going to do this for every node because it is just pulling the latest packages. So, and now we want to install the latest version of GitLab. So in our case, actually, this would work without specifying the version, but we're going to be a little bit more precise, and we are going to actually install GitLab Enterprise 12.4.1, which is the latest release. So I looked that up here, just double checking. Update the GitLab package on the deploy node on the primary, and then install the latest version of GitLab. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Yeah. The unpacking of the package often takes a little while just because it is so big. I'm very happy, by the way, that I could set up my terminal like this, because I think otherwise it would be quite tricky. Okay, while this is happening, I'm just going to read ahead a little bit. So the next thing that we need to do is reconfigure on the deploy node, if everything works out, skipping the post-deployment migrations. And then on every other node, we also need to install the latest version and then just reconfigure. Okay, so we're hanging in here a little bit. Okay, that worked. That's great. So we just look up if there's anything in here that looks suspicious. No, it looks fine. So now I'm going to just skip the post-deployment migrations and reconfigure the deploy node. Okay. So next step here is essentially to install everything on the remaining four nodes. Super. Okay, so GitLab is reconfigured on the deploy node. And so according to our instructions, next up is on all other nodes, not the deploy node, so the remaining 4 instances here. And I already did the update here, so now I'm just going to install the latest package, which again for us is 12.4.1. So let me just quickly copy that command. So here, here. Oh, and we have another guest. Hey, Valeri.
Hey.
It's our second call today. It's a rare occurrence. All right, the Redis node upgraded the fastest. And hopefully, let's see, this looks all pretty good. Gitly, everything's fine as well. Here, all good. Still waiting for the Postgres node. Okay, and then the next step here is, so we've done this on all nodes. We just need to reconfigure now. So I'll do this. Yeah, this is the Redis error we get every time. So we need to restart that or basically run this twice. This is a known bug. It will be tackled hopefully soon. Here, this looked good. This looks good. This looks good. And here, yeah, this is all fine. Super. Okay, so that worked out. For now, we need to restart Unicorn and Sidekick on the nodes where that is being run, which are the application nodes. So I'll just restart it here, here. Then we restart Sidekick as well. And this concludes the first step, updating the Geo Primary. Let's just check where we are. This is the primary. Okay. So the primary was updated to 12.41, is currently healthy, and the secondary is not yet updated and it is unhealthy. The foreign data wrapper schema is out of date. This is expected because we are mid-upgrade, but we've already successfully upgraded the primary. So let's see what we need to do next. Okay, so updating the Geo Secondary, we should only proceed if we've successfully completed all the steps here, which we've done. And what do we need to do? Select a node from the secondary multi-node deployment to be the deploy node. It can be any node. Okay, so we'll use the app server 1. Skip auto reconfigure should be everywhere. So we looked at that already. So that's good. And the Postgres updates are also disabled. So that's great. Okay, so we still need to check for auto migrate to be set to false on everything that is not the deploy node. So app 01, let's quickly check in here. Oops. Don't want to edit this. Yeah, so this is commented out, so this is fine. So I can quit this here. Yeah, auto migrate is set to false. Yeah, auto migrate is false. Auto migrate is false. And auto migrate is also false. Yeah, one quick thing, Geo Secondary, yes. Yes. Geo Secondary, okay. I looked at the wrong entry, but it's all good. Okay, so we should reconfigure everything that is not the deploy node. So do this, and this. This is just to ensure that everything is running the latest code. Succeeded here. Succeeded on the Redis node. Gitly. Yeah, and here we have to wait for Grafana. Okay. Like last time, updating the packages. So on the deploy node, we're going to install the first package. I'll just be patient. Okay, that works. So I'm just going to update all the packages here. Just do it for everything. And then I am going to install the 12.41 on the deploy node, just making sure that that is what we should do. Yeah, deploy node app 01, upgrade the package. What terminal emulator do you all actually use on Mac? I use iTerm. Do you use the same thing, or do you just use the vanilla terminal?
I I used iTerm for a while. I just recently switched to Hyper, and I don't really have a compelling reason why. I just wanted to change.
Yeah. Okay. I may give it iTerm.
Yep.
Same here. I use iTerm too because I can easily split docs, and it's super cool feature.
Yeah, this is one of the main reasons why I like iTerm, because I can easily do something like this without having my tiling window array manager turned on. So that's quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we updated on the deploy node, and now we need to reconfigure on the deploy node, skipping the post-deployment migrations. So I'm just going to run this. And again, just reading a little bit ahead. So after this completes, we just need to upgrade our packages on the remaining nodes that are not the deploy node, followed by reconfigure. So. Okay, so this actually finished here. So that looks pretty good. So now I am just going to update the remaining 4 nodes. Double check, done this on all other nodes. Upgrade the packages. I did this already, so. Yeah, as this is the next thing to do, I'm just going to queue this up for me. One thing that I never understand, or have never really fully understood, is so I use fish as a shell, and I use the Powerline fonts to actually display all of these nice symbols. And every single time I set up my computer, I need to install these like special fonts. And I'm not really sure why they're not always there by default. So it's kind of one of those things that I always have to do every single time I update or switch.
Yeah, I have a custom font too. I have it on a repo up online, so that way anytime I have to switch, it's there with my dot file, so I just pull it all down.
Nice. Hopefully on GitLab.
It needs to make the switch over to GitLab. So it's been up there for a while. So.
Okay, so this upgrade succeeded. This one here succeeded as well. Redis looks good. Italy looks good. Super. Okay, so we've done this. Now we reconfigure. Okay, on the app server, everything looks good. Italy was reconfigured. Redis displays the same caching error that we talked about before, so I need to reconfigure that. And we are waiting for the Grafana authorization. Okay, Redis succeeded the second time around as predicted. Okay, and then we need to restart Unicorn and Sidekick and the Geo log cursor. All of those run on the app servers. So this succeeded. Just waiting until everything is finished. Okay, that worked out. Now on the app servers, I'm going to restart Unicorn, Sidekick, and the log cursor. Okay, what's next? Okay, so this worked. Let's take just a quick look at the admin interface. Okay, so primary is still healthy. The secondary is already on 12.1. It's still unhealthy. So we have to upgrade the foreign data wrapper schema. That's a little bit later. And we also still have to run the post-deployment migrations. So we'll do this now. Okay, so this is now essentially the second step, the upgrade on the secondary done. Now we need to run the post-deployment migrations and checks. So I'm going to do this. And this is the deploy node on the primary cluster. So we need to go back one step, which is the app01 server on the primary. And I'm going to run the migrations. Following that, we can check how everything is looking. Okay, it ran a bunch of migrations. Let's check in. Okay, let's see. Not configured, not a secondary node. Yes, yes, yes. That looks pretty good. Super. Okay, let's have a quick look here at the primary again. Yeah, still healthy. Okay, so this was on the deploy node on the primary cluster. Now we need to move to the deploy node on the secondary. Actually, I have already filed a merge request to correct this indentation because it is wrong. So that should be fixed soon. So on the deploy node on the secondary, we run db migrate. So this is here on application server 1 on the secondary. Oops, didn't copy. Okay. Okay, that didn't do anything. Now we need to refresh the foreign tables, which is also the cause of this error here. So that's something we still need to do. And let me just double check. Yeah, so this is also on the deploy node. Okay. All right, they are refreshed. Let's see. Okay, so this is still not updated. This is, I think, something we're currently working on. So there's some caching going on here. We may need a second to actually recover from this. And I think also if I now look at the Geo Check, let's see, it may still report that the foreign data tables are out of date, but let's see what happens. Okay, well, this looks all good, actually. So everything seems to be fine. And then GitLab make geo status. Okay. Repositories, everything looks healthy. Cool. So let's go back to our web interface here. And we are healthy on 12.4.1, both on the primary and the secondary. So let's see if our if the replication still works. So I'll go to my test project here. And Douglas got an awesomeness yesterday. So today it's Zach and Valerie. So I'm just submitting this here. And I'm going to go back to the admin area, to the Geo, to the secondary. And I'm just going to actually go to my test project here. And oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Projects, test project. And my issue boards. Yeah, and you can see that that was just mirrored to the secondary. So Zach and Valerie, you're awesome. Thanks for joining. And I believe this concludes the upgrade demo from Geo 12.3.5 to 12.4.1 on our now very happy HA cluster. Thanks everyone for joining, and see you next time.
See you.